this is Kitty, and today we're doing a deck profile for Yasuie Post 13. And our starter is Minosuke. So what Minosuke does is when an attack hits the Vanguard during the turn that it boosted, you know, with the Shadow Stitch ability, you countercharge and you put a Shadow Stitch card from your drop zone to your deck and draw a card. So for hitting, you get bonuses because a lot of what your opponent's going to do, especially early game, is to not guard because they don't want you to have your skills. So he comes in handy because, at least locally, a lot of people will say, so if I do not let it hit, it does something. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to take it. Okay. Then Minosuke goes off, you know? Because they didn't ask if Minosuke is going to hit. Okay. Then the standard 4 heals. So this is what I hate from set 13 and going onward. Is that now we get to explain why we're using certain heals. So I use these heals because I do not like when you G-guard twice, bind 2 of them, and counter charge or soul charge. This is great, despite only being able to use with the one G-guard, because it puts a card from puts a normal unit from your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. Useful because you're going to be running through a lot of the cards that you need to use. 3 of the new draw. It's a Margot clone. That's all it is. But I mean, you use draws a lot, and you need soul for cards. I've run into issues where soul's an issue. The crit Margot clone. I mean, it's a Margot clone. It's crit. Crits are nice. I like crits. That's 4 of, and then 4 of the Yasuie crits. You know, like always. Can't say always, but since they've been out, put it into the soul, draw a card, 5k to your Vanguard. Grade 1s. 4 Heron. So, thing is that while a lot of the cards in this deck do countercharge, most of them are only if it does not hit. So this is good for when you need those when you want to countercharge during your opponent's turn, or maybe your G-guard, or just preparing for next turn. And of course, it's a perfect guard, so plus is there. 4 Stride Fodder. I like the rare ones. I think it got a different foiling in 13, but I like the old one. It's not too gaudy. Not like Nakir from Angel Feather, where I'm going to start running the new ones because I hate the foiling for the old one. 3 Siren Fox. So, what's great about her will be explained a bit later, as I kind of show you the plays. So what she does, if the attack does not hit during the battle that she boosted, I can choose one of my units, search my deck for up to 2 copies of it, and call them, and then try and put them back. But she also goes to the soul. So there's that fiction of the soul issue for a counter blast. And like I said, later you'll see her full use for me. And then 3 Yashibayashi. If attack misses, he gets the skill. If attack hits, you draw a card and countercharge one for putting it into the soul. So, like I said, early he's helpful because they're going to take it, and then when you attack with the Vanguard, or let's say they took the Vanguard, his skill procs, and he's like, I don't want to take that last attack. So Yashi goes off, and you countercharge, draw a card. I think I explained that backwards, but you get my point. grade 2s. We have 4 Yashibayashi. No, the last one was Onibayashi. So this one's Yashibayashi. I like him because he can attack from the back row. That's really important in this deck. But I was like that. If he doesn't hit, I can do counter charge for essentially playing him and a soul. You see, that's like a lot of the cards I'm gonna be using. Show you use soul. So for the new guy, Uboshi. I know I fucked that up. So when he's targeted, I can choose one of my units, call 2 copies of that from my deck to Vanguard and Guardian Circle. No, sorry. Choose a unit from my Vanguard and other than any of my units other than my Vanguard and Guardian. And then I return them. Then I search my deck for up to 2 copies of him. I used this guy wrong in tournament last week. Okay, and then his Shadow Stitch, if it doesn't hit GB2, he gains 7k and can attack from back row. That's the skill I'm really using. Because they're like, throw him back here. So you can Vanguard. Doesn't hit. Oh, okay, 7k can attack from back row. You know, that's a 10k guard for most decks. Then 3 Instant Swiper. Yes. That's not a swiper anymore, it's a swapper. What the fuck's a swapper? I don't know, I'll Google it. So Shadow Stitch. At the end of that this unit attacked the Vanguard and did not hit. I can choose up to 1 card with the same name as my I can search my deck up for a card with the same name as my Vanguard. And call it to rear guard. Cost counterblast, and like I said, in a bit you'll see why I'm running the cards I am. So 4 of each Yasui, because it's a Yasui deck. While generally speaking, I'm riding onto him. He's not a bad ride either. So, like I said, it's a Yasui deck, not exactly a Shadow Stitch deck. I do run a lot of Shadow Stitch, but skills for not hitting are good, you know. G-Zone wise, once the breeze, I run that in every G deck. 4 Goma, it's a perfect first stride. I get an extra attack. I mean, I just love it. And you're probably thinking, well, first stride, you can only use 2 of them. And then I'm thinking, well, if I like, hey, I need an extra attack, or I have no field next turn, Goma. Then 4 Genma. I like Genma. Genma's great. So what Genma does is act, Soul Blast 1, I flip a copy of him over. I choose one of my rear guards. I choose a card from my rear guard or drop zone and search my deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that. I call it to rear guard, shuffle my deck. At the end of turn, put it to hand. So if you can... So let's say you Strode. Call that. Add it to hand. I have Stride next turn. But then his GB3 is where it's at, actually. So when you swing of him and they guard it, they're probably going to, his GB3 activates, and he gives everything on your rear guard 5k and a crit. Everything. So now we're back to him and him. We're now going to swing minimum 14 2 crit, and he didn't hit, so he gets his 6k. So 21 2 crit right there. Imagine having a whole field of them. 21 2 crit, 21 21 21. You know, imagine that shit. That's terrifying. The problem is that Genma. Well, yeah, you could use him on first stride. It's not a very good first stride. You're not really plussing yourself at all. You're just kind of. I'd personally say you're breaking even. So then one Shibaraku Buster. I still love how the community's still confused about this guy, especially because Alfred came out. So, just to further explain, or I guess re-explain, he's an Act, GB2, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 2, discard a card. Choose a card from my drop zone, put it into the deck, onto the bottom of the deck, and then I search for a card. That search for a unit on my field. So, searching my, it's a unit. So, I'm searching for a copy of him. Call my guy, and this guy gets a drive check. Now, this is where people are confused. He says a drive check. So, ideally, you'd be like, swing. Oh, look, it's one drive. But no. Since you call grade 3, it's twin drive. That's what this is. It doesn't nullify the twin drive. And if someone's comments who say, oh, but Alfred gives it, says twin drive, and I'm like, yeah, because Blaster Blade Original is a grade 2. Blaster Blade Spirit's a grade 2. The only Blaster Blade you can call that would already have twin drive is Exceed. Yeah, I mean that's why I run them. I like them. 4 G guards. 2 of this. I like what it does. I can move a card, especially a card I don't need anymore, like Bayashi. Can still attack from back row, but his first skill is on play, so sometimes it's better just to get rid of him. This channel is PG-13.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Hagen Wing. Unfortunately, we don't have a better G guard than the one for Fire Collection where it flips one over. I like this because you do it for the first attack, and everything else grade 3 or less that rest of the turn goes to the bottom of the deck. Plus, it gets 10k shield. I like it. None of these other ones get 10k shield by themselves. Then, my winning image. My avatar. 2 Homura Raiders. Some of you are thinking, he's bad Homura Raider, but you're forgetting that he can copy himself. You miss, I get a grade 3 on my field. You miss, I get a grade 3 on my field. You see my point? And yeah, they both cost counterblast. Sky costs 2, but like I said, a lot of your cards are letting you countercharge. I shit you not. Here, I even play on an ideal turn for you. So, say that's your Vanguard, okay? Say you have that there, that there. He's there. And
hello.
hey man, how you doing?
You good? How about yourself?
Doing pretty good.
All right.
Okay, let's see. So ideally, let's say you're at 5 damage, and you're already have at least one thing. Let's say you G-guarded, okay? Let's just say that. Let's say it's your first try. You counter blast 1, called... Well, let's do this proper instead of just half-assing it. Called your Yasui for a stride skill. Okay. So then, swing with your Yasui. Let's just do this proper, okay? Because I don't want people screwing up on me. Use his skill, flip him up. he gets skill. He -1 drive, but can restand for returning 3. So you swing here. What? They let it hit Minosuke. Put something back. Whatever. Draw a card. Alright, I guess Minosuke goes to Soul, but I'm just putting it in there for now. Okay. Swing the sweeper. Don't even boost him. 11k Vanguard's not going to hit. Counterblast. Another one. Retire him. Call. Another Yasuie. Now you swing 33. This is, this is the worst case scenario here, okay? Because ideally you'd probably already have like 2 of these in hand. You just throw them down. So he doesn't hit. So counterblast 1. Shirts up 2 of that guy. This thing goes to Soul. They're on the damage zone, so I can't really show it. So then return them. He stands. Now granted, I screwed that up in practice. But I mean you see the idea behind it. If you don't, ask questions in the comment section below. This is Kitty. I'll see y'all later.